And we continue our coverage right now. We're keeping a close eye on all the cities up and down the Carolina coast. Some experts saying by the time this storm is finished, it could be a very different coast.
Yeah, we want to get right out to Evan West, who has been riding through Wilmington with photographer Mike Hansen this morning in our Chevy Storm Tracker. What's going on?
Well, the sun's starting to come up. Let me show you right now. We're starting to see what Hurricane Florence is doing in the daylight. To my left over there, you can see a tree that's fallen, just being snapped at the branch right there. Maybe we don't want to go left because we really can't see the wind coming from that direction. We do want to emphasize how safe we are. Helmets, safety glasses, the whole bit, of course. We're inside of a Chevrolet Suburban, so very safe, but certainly can see why Chris Mulcahy was talking about those 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts earlier. We've seen some significant winds. Of course, a lot of transformers blowing up, exploding, just time after time again. It seems like they've all blown up by now, but right now, a very fluid situation as Hurricane Florence has finally arrived here in Wilmington. The town shut down. Even the Waffle House is shut down, and they told us yesterday that they were going to stay open through it all. But for now, we're going to continue to monitor the roads and bring you content here on WCNC. But for now, reporting live, we'll send it back to you guys.
75-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That's crazy.
Evan, be safe. All right, let's turn it over to Larry Sprinkle. And Larry, where does this thing stand right now?
It stands right on top of the southeastern corner of the state. And for the folks who wonder what's going to happen, here are some of the impacts. Heavy rain, 6 to 8 to 10 inches of rain in the Charlotte metro area. Downed trees are possible with that wet soil. And there are a few isolated tornadoes as well. As that what happens, you have this loosened soil, and you get some gusty winds out there. The trees go down. That would be an unfortunate situation, but it's something that we see every single time we have a big storm in the Charlotte metro area. Our forecast for today, mid-80s, heavy rain from Saturday through Monday. That's your forecast.
I want to touch up a little bit on the flooding that's been happening. We are looking at reports at 6.5, 10-foot storm surge through some of the inlets that are connected to the Atlantic Ocean. And dangerous situation here because the water will continue to rise, not just from the storm surge, but from the amount of rain that we've had. Some areas already close to 10 inches of rain through the morning just in general. Here's some river reports. So just let me illustrate what exactly is happening here. It's tough to see all the numbers. This is Swift Creek above Streets Ferry. So that's just northwest of New Bern, and that is showing near major flood stage 7.97. So we're pretty much at that major flood stage of 8, and this one is astronomical. This is the Pungo River. Rachel Roller was showing some images of water crashing up to window panes. That's because the footage right there is over 6 feet. Major flood stage, 4 feet.
Chris, thanks. We mentioned how big this storm is, stretching all the way up and down the East Coast.
NBC Charlotte's Mark Boyle live in Myrtle Beach for us this morning. Let's get right out to him. Mark, what are you seeing? How are the conditions like there?
Well, Rachel, the conditions certainly are much different than what they're seeing up in Wilmington, but they expect a much different scene here in a couple hours. The wind is picking up. You can probably hear that on the microphone right now. And this is Ocean Drive, the ocean just behind us. To my right, you can't see it because we have a photographer, Jen Kaiser, in a safe position, but I can see about a quarter mile down the road, there's 5 or 6 police cars. I'm not sure if they're just blocking that intersection, but we're going to wrap up here, and at 7:55 when we join you again, we're going to try to do a live shot from down the road and see what type of activity is going on. But as of right now, it's just very strong winds out here. The rain comes and goes. We'll keep you updated as the conditions deteriorate here throughout the day. I'm Mark Boyle live in Myrtle Beach. We'll send things back to you.
Mark, thank you.
As we mentioned, it's a slow-moving storm, so it's still going to be the afternoon before it gets down to him.
Precisely. And still ahead here on NBC Charlotte.
A lot more coverage of Hurricane Florence.